trying that thing. I bit
Doesn't
into
it,
it.
oh God, doesn't it make you wonder if people do that on purpose? They say, let's make the most disgusting thing we can and see if we can hype it by having everybody at MegaCon want to be kiss ass and tell us it's good, you know?
I
Ah,
that seems like what they did. Well, so my thoughts about where we all came down with whatever we came down with at MegaCon, I think that it was in the kids' room, because we went to one small room that was filled with children, for the most part, younger children. And in that one room, there was also a whole Lego setup where a bunch of kids were all playing with the same Legos and
picking them up,
touching.
licking
And
them, touching
yeah,
them, doing other strange things with them. Yeah, well, you
so
know,
that's what that seemed like.
ah,
We don't know. You can only guess. And I have been hopped up on so much vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, quercetin, and all the other stuff that I take to try and keep my um, immune system up, and hope the heck that it's working. But I also have intense allergies, and so I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Go and Chogi's dropping your guys' links, which is awesome. There's your link, Erica, and Lose Views, which are really fun.
oh yeah, I have a few views here and there. I'm saving them up. I haven't. I should have recorded like in the last week or two, but I just haven't. When my voice felt good, the rest of me didn't. You know what I mean? You have to get
Oh
everything in
man,
sync to do these things, and
yeah,
you want to do them right. So
yeah, and that's where I'm at. I couldn't do the show yesterday. I wanted to do my wife and I. We really want to do our 5 o'clock Sunday show, and neither one of us, we were like, "Ugh," it was just grossness.
yeah.
But you know what? This is interesting because we should all be here, but we have a friend that may be ready to join us.
A friend.
I was like, that's a strong word. A friend.
Sunflower, you've got a friend in me.
Oh my
You've got a
goodness.
friend in me. You got a friend in me. I swear to
Sing
you,
it, baby.
to this very day, I didn't know that song was written for Toy Story. The first time I heard it in the movie Toy Story in
Really?
1995, I thought it was like a 1930s song
That
repurposed
just
for Toy
existed.
Story. Yeah,
Okay.
I really did. Because I'm an idiot. So whatever.
I think we all kind of sort of have that habit of thinking that Disney is just sometimes not as original as we think it is.
So Sunflower, you're new here to the dish and to the Folly
am.
Bradley's fun. Tell the folks out there where you come from, how we found you. We found you on Erica's
Oh my
channel.
goodness.
She's bantering while we're all bruised.
So if you need someone to blame, look up there in the upper right-hand corner.
Yes, that's her. Yes. Well, it's funny because I feel well, first of all, thank you for having me because I'm honored. But I don't know if you figure out where to find me and how to find me. Will you please clue me in? Like, just tell me where I am because I don't think I always know where I am. So no, I kid. So Eric and I went to high school together. We've been best friends.
Wow.
Since then. I am not going to reveal how long ago that was because I don't want to age myself. But I don't mind aging Erica, but myself.
I got news. I got you all beat, so don't worry about
it. All right, it's all right. So I am kind of sort of starting to put my YouTube channel together, but I just happen to be on Erica's banter, and yeah, so things have just kind of been picking up since then. But I am going to try to put a live together at some point in time.
There you go. And I am trying to put a life together and have been for the last 54 years.
Okay,
And
well,
I
if you figure that one out too.
I will warn
no.
you all. You know who else tried to put a life together? Dr. Frankenstein, and it didn't work out too well.
That was disastrous. Yeah, that would be me. That would be me 100%.
I liked the young
good
Frankenstein. Going Shogi says we've all got a sunflower. Mine is named Chris, though. Okay. There you go.
Mine is not. Mine's named Sunflower.
Hello there. Hello. Thank you for all the people joining us from everywhere around the internet, wherever you may be. Before we get going today, we do have, it looks like, a super. If we can get this up on the screen from, okay, StreamYard, please cooperate. We're trying to get you up here. There it is from Kit Kat. Kit Kat says $4.99 for the snack fund. Yeah, because the free
Not
snacks.
to use to purchase that stuff you got at MegaCon.
No, that stuff was just.
You better get us something good. I mean, like, we really need something good.
Turkish popcorn sounds good to me, but
I just can't get it to you.
Well, she's too greedy. She ain't gonna bring none for us.
No, yeah, you're right.
You go.
I won't share.
I think Tom has already tried to get her to bring some, but she said no.
Well, Kit Kat, we love to celebrate you. Thank you so much for chiming in. Kit Kat. Kit Kat.
That was awesome.
Yes,
Kat,
indeed.
Every time I see that commercial or that little video, I want to go get a kitty.
Oh,
I did
To the detriment
see.
of my skin and my eyes. Yes.
Are you
Yes.
allergic? As you're as allergic to cats as I am?
I
Yeah.
mean, it depends on the cat. If they're really long-haired, fluffy, yes. If they're short-haired, not as much. And I'm still trying to figure out what's the right breed I can get along with one. I heard the Russian
ones
breeds are hypoallergenic. And no, I
Really?
don't want the naked cat. Those things are ugly.
I was gonna say that's the only one I know of, and it is gross looking.
You mean
The hairless.
the Dr. Evil cat? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Things
yeah.
like those cats are. You know how much?
Well,
What
they
I'm
all
gonna
make me
do
sneeze, that's for sure.
My
Those
priest.
things are expensive. Who would pay
You should
that
have a
much
clip
for
of
an
that.
ugly
That would be
thing?
terrible.
Yeah, so I guess Erica is not getting the short-haired Dr. Evil cat.
Right.
All right.
Yes, that would be accurate.
Correct answer. Ding 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 ding.
Yes, so when it comes to cats for Erica,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You know, me and my mom and dad had a cat years ago, and me and her had an understanding. It's like she knew I couldn't be around her, but she knew I loved her. But she would come up and kind of greet me and then walk away. It's like she
Oh,
just
you're talking about the
knew.
cat. I thought you were talking about your mother.
I thought she was talking about
You
me.
said me and my mother, and we had an understanding, and I could walk
my
up to her, but
parents' cat.
I
Her
thought she
name
was talking
Persia.
about me. So there you go.
you probably
We
think
had
the
an
song is about
understanding.
you, don't you? Don't you? Don't you?
Ah, jeez. No, it was their cat Persia, and then they got this other cat Rooney, who was one of those like fluffy white fancy feast breeds of cat. Oh, and that thing didn't care. He loved everyone. Would sit in your lap, get in your face, and then if you tried to get up, he'd and bite you for getting up.
Beautiful cats, though.
The only kind of the cats that I really don't like are the smelly cats, because they just make me think of Phoebe. That's just all I can think of.
Do you get a clip? You need that clip.
I was gonna say he had a friend's clip, so
I think that if I use smelly cat, it could as a song.
That'll
I could
trigger
get a
you.
copyright on that.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Smelly cat.
I
Smelly
mean,
cat.
they didn't even really make a big song about it, right?
I mean, if I didn't get a copyright, I would say it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I can't remember. Was it? Oh, when they did the TV commercial video on Friends for that, and they actually had like the that's smelly, and they had like the backup singers and stuff. And I'm like, I love that version. I think that's hilarious. We had the last. So we had I'm gonna out my neighbor from across the hall because she just moved. Both of our neighbors from across the hall just moved actually, and so for the first time since I've been here.
Moved out?
Yeah, moved out.
And it had nothing to do with not wanting to live next to you?
I think it did. I hope it did, actually.
You know, the line in, in Goldfinger when he says, no, I expect you to die. In the original book, he says, they have a saying in Chicago, Mr. Bond. Once is happenstance, twice coincidence, 3 times enemy action. So you got 2 out of 3 going.
Well, hey, you know what? So the lady across from us, we've been wanting that for a while because we think that she may have deleted a cat, not our cat because it wasn't our pet. It wasn't our pet, but there was a cat that was really, really cute. They used to come around as there's strays around our neighborhood. And this cat was so adorable. And so we would like put out a can of tuna for it because we didn't know what was going on with it. And then it just kind of stopped coming around one day. But we also knew before that it stopped coming around one day that the lady across saw us doing that one time and she freaked out and she's like literally freaked out. She's like, I can't like totally freaked out about it. And we think that she did something to that cat. We don't know. We can't. It's just speculation.
Delete it though. Don't delete
so
the cat.
Other than cat removal, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yes, we're not talking about that area. All right. Yes, we do need to get to stories. Of course, this is being Monday. We do cover the weekend box office, and that's what we're going to start with is the numbers. Once again, this weekend's box office dominated by Project Hail Mary. Out of the numbers, where we check out the weekend box office for the domestic box office, if you will, for March 27th, 2026, 27th, 28th, 29th. Project Hail Mary, total gross, $164 million. Hoppers takes the number 2 spot. Yes, Disney does a number 2. With Hoppers, and they're at total gross on Hoppers after what is this 3 or 4 weekends in release?
And look at how it's almost, within 100 of the same number of theaters too. The huge change. Mm-hmm. That's the interesting thing to me is the per theater stuff. So anyway.
Let's look at the. Well, we're going to go to the story down here. Again, this is out of the numbers. Project Hail Mary weekend projections tops $50 million on second weekend. That's actually really good. This is a non-franchise movie, I believe. There's so. And Lou, have you seen this movie?
Oh yeah.
I've heard it's. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. I heard nothing.
Pro and I went to a pre-screening here, and We both gave it 8.5. I had a couple little quibbles, but it's a great picture. It's a great picture.
It's fantastic.
I see now people are selling little what's the word I'm looking for? The gizmo. Anyway, they're little dolls, models of Rocky, the alien that you can pose in different positions and stuff.
Interesting. So
it's reached the merch stage, is I guess all I'm saying. So that's verification of hit status.
I would imagine too that even though it's going up against Mario, because it's a very different kind of a movie, probably will do well, especially because of its name on Easter weekend.
It will, except I think this is the weekend where when Mario comes out, it takes over a lot of the large format theaters from Project Hail Mary. And so that will cut down the higher price ticket numbers. So we'll see.
So Project Hail Mary is enjoying an excellent second weekend in theaters with only a 32% decline from its $80 million debut, according to Sunday projections released by Amazon MGM Studios. That's an exceptional hold for a movie that broadly falls into the quote sci-fi action genre. In fact, it's an exceptional hold for any movie. It will end the weekend with $164.3 million domestically and another $136.5 million internationally. Takes it to a stellar, I see what they did there, $300.8 million worldwide. That's already 1.5 times its production budget, with much more to come. Our model predictions a final domestic total of $250 million as of this morning, up from a predicted $206 million after its opening weekend. An increase like that often means predictions continue to rise as the model adjusts to a movie's ongoing performance, and a final global total of around $500 million looks like a good bet right now. Exactly what it needs to become profitable using a 2.5 times production budget rule. Here are the official studio projections for the weekend. And there they are. Let me go to the weekend full chart here. They will if off you. I don't even think it's funny because I don't think we can easily say the name of the movie on YouTube without YouTube itself not liking us. But that's a new movie. Comes in number 3 for $4.9 million. Reminders of Him, Durandar the Revenge, Ready or Not. Not a lot of big names. Scream 7 is down at number 6. Goat is still out there at number 8.
The Pout fish? What the hell is the Pout fish?
I don't know.
Don't be mad at the Pout fish. I love the Pout. It's
I just don't even know what it is. It's just
it's based on a book series about
a famous book series that I also never heard of. Silly me.
It's about a fish who's like really pouty.
Oh. Aren't they all just by virtue of how their mouths work when they do their thing? I don't know.
He's just very down on life.
Can you tell everyone that we've gone from cats to fish, and I'm just not a pet person, so that's just the way it is.
Oh no.
I can't wait to see the Pout fish one because I love the books. I loved reading the books to my kids.
Looking at the numbers, you better go soon.
I know. I see.
Never even heard of the Pout fish. Didn't know it's a book or anything. I've heard of Bluey for kids. I don't have little ones either.
My kids were very excited when they saw because they have them for each season. So like they have a Christmas version. So the Christmas version I read to my kids a lot because we actually own the book. But it was, it was really exciting to see it in the movies. But yeah, I didn't think it would do really well, but I'm gonna go see it. Maybe I'll be that one.
Does it make you laugh, smile, or pout?
That'll be the question. That will be what the question. I mean,
that is certainly. I went and looked at a picture of it, and it's a pouty fish. All right,
right?
I'll tell you that.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I wish I could. I'd probably run to the other room and grab the Pout fish because that's the one kids book that I refuse for my kids to get rid of because I'm like I'm gonna read that to my grandkids one day. So
that's good to know.
That's probably better than me and my green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham has played one major important role in my adult life, and that is going on a cruise in 2017 and having the green eggs and ham breakfast with none other than Sam I Am on board the Carnival
Oh,
Cruise. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
That is
And yes.
awesome.
Well, I just finished wonderful biography of Bennett Cerf, the great publisher and raconteur. And among the other people like Truman Capote and Faulkner and Gertrude Stein that he was responsible for the success of was Dr. Seuss. And what's interesting is most of those early Dr. Seuss books, they got a list of, I think it was 50 words from teachers and people that said, these are 50 words that kids of that age will understand, but no more. And they made him write the book only using those 50 words. So when you consider those kind of constraints, those books are even better than because that's I couldn't.
He had
do
to
it.
get creative, I'm sure.
Well, yeah.
That's amazing.
Gosh.
Just 50 words.
That is.
Well,
insane.
in fewer than 50 words, we do have one super chat that's come in. I want to get to that. Teddy D174 has come in and says, hey, Ron, LW, and ladies, I can't stay long, but I wanted to say hello. Well, thank you so much for the 1999 Super Teddy D. We appreciate that. Huge.
Hello.
And that we absolutely have to celebrate before we move on. Everybody get ready and let's celebrate
Ready.
Teddy D together. Bum, 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 ba-da,
My
bum,
favorite
bum.
was Chewy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Chewy
we had
dancing was my faves.
we actually have because of that, one of our custom emojis on the channel became Chewy Dance, a Chewy Dance emoji. Somebody probably put that in there. But yes, we do indeed also have stories to get to. And I think one person in the chat especially is going to really appreciate this first story, as it's not something that we would usually do. But yeah, it's boy, should I call it the first story or should I call it actually breaking?
Oh,
Story comes to us out of The Guardian. Kit Kat, thank you so much. Out of The Guardian, sugar high, more than 12 tons of Kit Kat's new chocolate range stolen in Italy. Thieves made a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Thieves made a break for 413,793 units of the company's new F1 line bars, which could cause a shortage before Easter. There is an all chocolate Formula One racing car, life-size handcrafted chocolate car on display at St. Helens Square in New York, created to celebrate the brand's partnership with Formula One. Wow. That photograph
That's
is
a
by
big waste of Kit Kats, though, man. Like,
Well,
those are
somebody-
amazing.
somebody's going to eat it afterwards, right?
You really think so?
I would hope
I
so.
don't know.
you gonna eat that stale chocolate after it's been
Depends on how
sitting
many
out for
people-
I know. I was
uh,
gonna say it's gonna be staler than the stuff you had at ComCon.
that stuff was so bad. So bad. This is by Gloria Oladipo. Who on the panel wants to try and pronounce Gloria's name
No.
correctly?
Gloria.
Oladipo.
It stays at
Gloria.
Gloria.
Hola, Depot. That's
Hola,
what you
Depot.
say when you're approaching the station in Spanish. I don't know.
Gloria, Gloria.
No.
I think I got your number, Gloria. Awesome. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Teddy, thank you so much for the chats. I appreciate that. And we will get to those after the story. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. And thank you, Kit Kat, for giving me the heads up to this, because this is an awesome story to share. A large shipment of Kit Kat bars, which, by the way, is absolutely one of my favorite candies. They won't, matter of fact, I have a Kit Kat wrapper in front of me. I must have eaten it during one of my streams or something. A large shipment of Kit Kat bars was stolen in transit to distributors, a major candy crime right before Easter holiday that could cause shortages for customers. The truck carrying 413,793 units of a, quote, new chocolate range, in quote, about 12 tons of chocolate bars was 12 tons. Holy crud. And, Kit Kat bars have a lot of air in the middle, so that's a lot of bars. 12 tons of chocolate bars were pilfered while being driven through Europe on the 26th of March. Agence France Presse reported. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Agence France Presse, maybe is how that's pronounced. I'm not sure. A spokesperson for Nestle, Kit Kat's parent company, confirmed the theft to The Guardian, adding that the company is investigating the theft with local authorities and supply chain partners. The stolen truck left a factory in central Italy and was en route to Poland when the robbery occurred. According to a statement from Nestle, the vehicle and the carried off chocolate have not been located. No one was hurt during the heist, a Nestle spokesperson told The Athletic. We've always encouraged people to have a break with Kit Kat, said Nestle in a statement, rifling off the Kit Kat slogan. But it seems the thieves have taken the message too literally and made a break with more than 12 tons of our chocolate. Wow. I can't even read this with a straight face. This is hilarious. The statement continued, whilst we appreciate the criminal's exceptional taste, the fact remains that cargo theft is an escalating issue for businesses of all sizes. With more sophisticated schemes being deployed on a regular basis, we have chosen to go public with our own experience in the hope that it raises awareness of an increasingly common criminal trend. The stolen bars were from Kit Kat's new Formula One line, a result of Kit Kat's becoming the official F1 chocolate bar last year. The Athletic reported the candy bars were molded after the race cars, still featuring Kit Kat's iconic chocolate-covered wafers. Due to the theft, the stolen Kit Kat bars could make their way into unofficial markets. Nestle, what does that mean? Company officials said that if that does occur, law enforcement can trace the stolen products back through batch codes assigned to individual bars. Well, panel.
Well, in other words, what the crooks will do is sell it below wholesale to little stores all over the place. And since it costs them nothing, they still make money. So
listen, all I heard when you said that was the chocolate black market. Like they're going to sell it in the chocolate black market.
The milk chocolate market, as opposed to the dark chocolate market, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
but wait, there's more, Ron. There's more chocolate news. I don't know if you saw this. Apparently, there is an outfit that put out something they called adult romantic chocolates, but they've had to recall them because they forgot to mention the secret ingredient was Viagra.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes. They actually put it in the chocolate and didn't have it on the label, and the FDA got on their case. Oh, and then there's another outfit that put out a chocolate syrup with Viagra, sildenafil. And you know what the name of that was? I think we can say this on YouTube. It was called Boner Bears chocolate syrup.
Oh my gosh.
O-M stinking G.
So you know who knew chocolate is such a...
That's wild. I don't know if this story is related or not, but I had heard that there were workers at those factories, that there were employees at those factories that
taking long lunch breaks, were they?
Well, they got yeah. Well, so one of the workers got fired, and he was quoted as saying, "Well, apparently they don't like hard workers."
Gives a whole new meaning to the term contact high, doesn't it?
I have to say, like during the Super Bowl, there was a commercial that kept coming up, and I told my husband, like, why on earth does this commercial keep coming up? Because it was like it was for a product that was for enhancing the male
Because
thing.
a lot of men watch football. That's all.
Oh my gosh, it was awful. And it was the worst commercial too, because it was like a guy in a leotard with his hair all curled up, and I was just like, OMG, I can't watch this again.
So that's in England or somewhere, because those are not American brands.
Yeah.
It's not
but,
American chocolate.
Actually,
But-
no,
but-
that's here. That's here in Orlando. It just happens to be at a Venezuelan
Oh, there's a
restaurant.
Nutella one. That one I
Oh,
would
So
sign
those
up
are
for.
Speaking of England and Kit Kat, there's a great home building renovation show called Grand Designs that I love. And there was one of them where a guy was making a house out of shipping containers. And the host is trying to explain to you how you have to be careful how you stack them, because all the strength in a shipping container is in the two ends where they make contact with the other containers, so they can stack them however many high. So he showed if you put it this way, and he showed it worked, but he used Kit Kats as a model. And he showed if you turn them crossways to each other, they break. And he cracked the Kit Kat to show you how the weakness of the structure was in the middle. So they have 1,001 uses, these things. I tell you. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
We have found the culprit. We have found the culprit.
Kinda
He is-
Fizzy
he's,
lifting
and-
drinks
and,
become
Kurt's-
suddenly relevant, don't they?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, fizzy lift. Well, that's a different kind of fizzy lifting, that's for sure.
I tell you.
Oh my gosh. Sunflower. Are you now in distress knowing that you're going to miss Formula One racing Kit Kat bars?
I am totally distressed. Totally distressed. This is crazy. I mean, that's a big, like, we need Kit Kats. People need
No,
Kit
don't.
Kats to live. Oh,
No,
shush
don't.
you. Nobody asked you. He didn't say Erica. He said sunflower. It's my turn.
This is true.
I love Kit Kats. They're not my favorite, but I do love me a Kit Kat. I mean,
I'm a Snickers girl.
I do like Snickers too. I guess
Mhm.
I am a diverse chocolate eater, I guess, because I will eat it all.
Oh, that looks so good.
They have
I
so
love
many different
strawberries.
flavors, especially like in Japan. And
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's gotten out of hand in Japan. They got matcha, strawberry.
here's one, let's
Shrimp
see,
for all we know.
wheat biscuit Kit Kat and flan
Oh,
pudding
that's right.
Kit Kat and fruity
Have y'all
cereal Kit
have
Kat.
y'all eaten the
Matcha.
Dubai chocolate?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The what chocolate?
Oh, the
Dubai
Dubai
chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah, I know about it, but I haven't had it.
Yeah, same here.
You
But,
are missing out. That is huge out here right now. And
Man, I
it's
want
like
a sugar
everywhere.
cookie
And no,
now.
you can't turn a corner without seeing a panel of like the Dubai chocolate. It is so good. It's
Yeah.
different, but it's really
Tom,
good.
you were with me when I filmed this B-roll, buddy. do you not remember?
You're killing me with
That
the
was,
B-roll, dude. I'm over here overseas wanting some good sweets. It doesn't exist out
Sorry.
here. Everything's
this
like
is actually
semi-sweet
the
here.
universal fudge case.
Oh, it looks so good. Is that a
He's like,
bir-
yeah, I know.
birthday
Okay.
cake and chocolate mint. Oh,
Yes,
Okay.
fudge.
Jeez, I
Mhm.
really know.
Oompa Loompa is
Oh,
taking
man.
And I
snacks
want
as we
the
speak.
sugar cookie. The simple sugar cookie with icing on top is.
Mm.
Yeah, I love it with some hot tea.
The-
Yes,
the Oompa Loompas are
Oh.
making off with
Mhm.
the
Hot tea. How about
Kit Kat.
coffee?
it's
Mm.
just so funny. There's sip time, yeah. Anyhow, like
Yeah.
I just think this story is so obviously nobody wants their chocolate stolen at any time. It is odd that they stole this just before Easter, you know, and
Someone need it for their
it makes
We
me
don't
think
think
of
we don't think
weird
a Kit
high
Kat is
school-
particularly Easter, do we? I mean, it's not an egg. It's not.
I mean, I
peach.
told you
No,
it's
but
the
I'm
black
just- maybe
market. I
there's a-
blame the black market.
Maybe there's somebody out there who really wanted to give their kid a special Easter, and all their kid wanted was Formula One racing Kit Kat.
Okay,
that's all they
Oh,
wanted.
good for you.
Had it been Mario Kart, I
It was
would've
their live
probably
stream.
stolen it.
Oh,
Did you
man,
say
the
Mario
Had
Kart?
it been like a Mario Kart, like molded into like a Mario
Mario
Kart,
Kart Kit Kat. That would have been a fun
That
commercial.
would've-
Mario Kart Cats.
Mhm.
Kart Cats?
Listen.
Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta say though, I think for the thieves, if the thieves do get caught, my guess is they're probably not going to give them a break.
Yeah, what do they? I mean, Formula One cars don't have license plates, right? So, what do you figure an appropriate punishment for these thieves is? They can't.
I don't know.
I mean,
Teddy
can't be Grand
D,
Theft Auto.
Grand Theft
Grand,
Chocolate.
Grand Theft Chocolate.
Yeah, I guess.
Teddy D is given several
Oh.
4.99s
Oh.
over here for the goal. Thank you so much, Teddy
Aw, he
D.
had to go.
Um, I'll tell you what. I think Dragon Queen had commented earlier. I think she said she was broke right now. But Teddy D, if you want, let me know in the chat, and because I have been working on it so hard and I want to reveal it anyway. Let me know if you want to use one of those supers. I will reveal Dragon Queen's clip that I have for her. But in the meantime, we have let's give you the Culture Bear clip, because I think you deserve a little Culture Bear celebration. If I can find it, it's up here somewhere. There it is, Culture, because that garden place. By the way, Culture, if you're out there listening, I may have sent you the link, or at least invited you to where the chat link is for this.
That was amazing.
All that and purple potatoes too. I tell you, the man is a
All that and purple
multi-talented
potatoes too.
behemoth.
Oh my god.
By the way, folks, if you have not seen it yet, let me see if I can bring it up here.
I started
I
watching
gotta
his
figure out how to do this.
intro video, but after the stream, I'm gonna watch both of his videos. I love watching gardening.
Yeah, so come on. My browser is having so many issues.
You keep freezing. I can see that. At least
Whoops,
on my
I-
end, you're frozen.
Yeah, he freezes for
I
me
am
too.
sure I keep freezing.
Yeah, but the
Stupid
chocolate never bothered him
StreamYard.
anyway.
As long as it's not.
Dad
But have
jokes
you
on
guys
point.
seen-
Ba-dum.
The massive Reese's.
All right, this is what I
Pieces
wanted to
bunnies.
share is right over here. Right over here.
Ah.
That garden place. This is by our good friend Culture Casino. And so if you have not done so yet, go over, check out that garden place, subscribe to the channel. The first 2 videos are up, and they are already awesome content for not only how you can make a garden out of your backyard, but bring garden stuff into your apartment if you want to do it that way. That garden place by our good friend Culture Casino. And go subscribe today. And now, oh my goodness. Now we are going to venture into the rumor and speculation territory for the story of the day. Coming to us out of thatparkplace.com. Please do bookmark it if you have not done so yet. This is a rumor. This is by Trevor Denning. Rumor: James Gunn is leaving DC before Man of Tomorrow. Zack Snyder has discussed return. That's the headline. But again, this is a rumor. I don't know. There's Zack Snyder in a promotional image, James Gunn in a behind-the-scenes video for Peacemaker. By the way, Peacemaker himself was at the MegaCon. I don't think I saw him. John Cena was there. I did not see him. I would say that I don't really do the whole autograph / photo thing typically with celebrities, but the one who I will say I did see at MegaCon, and I was impressed because most of the celebrities there, the guy that played Data, Lou, do you know his
Brent
name?
Spiner. Brent
was-
Spiner.
Okay, so he was there. I'm sure he's a nice guy. But just there, a lot of them there. They're aging up.
No.
Jennifer Beals, I know, but Jennifer Beals looks fantastic in real life. I probably stood, 5-10 feet from her, and I gotta say, she's doing well. So tiny little thing, but
What a
yeah.
feeling.
Oh, what a feeling! Yeah. So yeah, as soon as I saw her, I was like, man, first when there's nothing but this slow growing dream.
Are you trying to tell me that in her case, at least, fame, she will live forever as opposed to all the rest of them not doing so?
I don't know. Yeah. And Goen Shogi already says, yeah, and George Lucas is returning to Star Wars. This isn't happening. Yeah,
I
so we're
agree.
going to get
I
into the
agree.
rumor. I don't think it's happening either. There have been, I don't know why. I do see this pop up, but I'm glad that Park Place is covering it as an obvious rumor. New questions about James Gunn, Zack Snyder, and the future of DC Studios are being raised. A series of social media posts from Cosmic Book News tied to WonderCon are fueling the conversation. They suggest that Gunn could potentially leave DC and that Snyder could resume storytelling duties with some of the company's most iconic characters. And there is the look from a Superman that is pretty much how we all feel about this rumor. While the outlet's posts are unverified by any of the individuals or parties involved and can only be taken as rumor speculation, they highlight the unusual situation at Warner Brothers and DC Studios. Claims about Gunn's future at DC Studios. The first claim Cosmic Book News makes is that, quote, James Gunn expected out before Man of Tomorrow, end quote. Gunn, in addition to his leadership role at DC Studios as co-CEO, is writing and directing the next Superman movie. Removing him from his co-CEO position mid-film may seem unlikely. However, earlier this year, Gunn referred to his dual roles as, quote, an experiment. He added, I still don't know if it's sustainable long-term. It's a lot. There just aren't enough hours in the day, end quote. Notably, his contract with DC Studios runs through spring of 2027. Man of Tomorrow isn't slated for release until July of 2027. Even if he did step down as studio head before release, he could remain still creatively involved.
Down? You mean have his contract not renewed?
Yeah.
But of course, he would be the one stepping down, right?
Right. So remain creatively involved in film and marketing with the framing. While the framing is dramatic, the reality could just be routine, as you're pointing out, Lou. Speculation around a Snyder return. I don't think this is happening. I don't know where this is coming from, but however, the second claim from Cosmic Book News is dramatic. They approached, quote, they approached Zack Snyder for Snyderverse's return, end quote. The outlet claimed whoever they may be, whether current Warner Brothers leadership or potential incoming Paramount Skydance executives, is unclear. The ambiguity adds an extra layer to the skepticism held by some, and by some, this is me personally saying this, I would say probably many are skeptical. Snyder's time at DC generated polarized reactions. Fan demand resulted in the 4-hour Snyder cut of the Justice League. While audiences generally felt it was superior to the theatrical cut, it failed to move the needle in favor of a franchise revival.
Could I make a general statement about the movie biz here?
Please do.
Nobody, not the studio and especially not the theaters, wants to show a 4-hour-long movie. They just don't. There aren't enough times in the day to run it over and over again. Fans don't want to sit there for 4 hours. So to even have shot a movie that you had enough material to make 4 hours is a profligacy and a self-delusional nonsense that is not just uncommercial, but unprofessional, in my opinion. Enough said.
Mhm. Enough said. And having sat through that, yeah, it was.
You're the one.
I'm the one. Well, it was on HBO, right? I mean,
Yeah, right. Well,
HBO
then you're
Max.
still the one.
I'm still the one you don't. It was two movies basically, and then they just smashed them together without. I mean, it was, it was what it was. I just sat through the other day with my wife and son the second half of the Wicked. So Wicked for Good.
God. Oh,
Um,
God.
That was pretty much everybody's reaction in my family. My son kept saying, "When is this over? When is this over? When is this over?"
Answer at the end of part 1, it should have been over, and it should have. I mean, when you've got a property that's been running around the theaters for 25 years and everybody knows how it ends, to suddenly say, "Oh, but we've got a cliffhanger here," and then add a bunch of extraneous stuff and say, "Well, we're going to be cutting edge and hip because we're going to drop the house on somebody in a wheelchair." I see. That's going to make a difference, huh?
I don't think it did make a difference other than
It made a difference. It made it certain there aren't going to be any theme park lands or any further movies. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh, that movie! It just
everybody. The minute the first one came out, there's going to be Wicked lands at all the parks, and I said, "Yeah, let's see what the second one does."
The second one was such a drag. It was such a drag. It was just.
So we just went to Universal 2 weekends ago, and they actually have a whole store.
Yeah,
it was a store.
Sure, because they got all the merch that didn't sell in the theaters.
Probably, but they also made a museum with all of with just replicas of all of the costumes and stuff. So it's like museum/store, but I don't know if they'll make a ride.
No,
what would you do? Like, what would you do?
You have to figure a ride has got to have longevity enough to draw people for 10 to 20 years.
Yeah.
When the property's been out there for 25 already, that's pushing it when the movies don't sell. So anyway, it's not going to happen.
No, I will say this about the store. You were there, Sunflower. You can probably attest to this. But when I saw the costumes that went on Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, and they look like. I mean, those women in real life gotta be super tiny people because they look like costumes for kids.
See, that's why you couldn't do a Bibbidi Bobbidi Oz kind of thing, because never mind the costume on top, you'd have to put all these children into corsetry that is so restraining they would be ill from wearing it, just to get them somewhere close to the size of those skeletons.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was. They're tiny.
Safer than Ozempic.
Yeah. Well, I think that, like, honestly, that's probably what the movies should have been sponsored by. It should have just been by the Wizard of Oz Zempic. Seriously, they were. Man. Anyhow,
they were very tiny.
Thank God the chocolate that had the aphrodisiacs in it didn't have Ozempic in it instead. That would have been eat this chocolate and don't get fat, right?
Gosh, talk about a disaster.
Guys, real quick, I want to outro Sunflower. She's got to get going. I want to.
She has a real life. How dare you when the rest of us obviously don't?
Technically, it's not my own life. It's my children's life, because why would I have a social life that is outside of my children?
Well, there you go. I mean, your life, their life, it's a life, a family life, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell the people where they can find you if they're looking for you on the Grams or the X's or the YouTubes?
Well, yes, I would tell you, but I don't remember all of them. I have to get them written down somewhere. But it's Sunflower Girl Chats on YouTube, Sunflowery Life on X, and I think that's it for right now. But there'll be more coming soon, I think. So I'm
Things are-
building it up little by little.
You
So
should talk to
thank you for
Culture
having
about doing a lesson on how to grow sunflowers for his garden channel.
I mean, that would be amazing because I do
There you
love
go.
sunflowers just a little bit. I don't know.
Except for the
There you go.
bees. You won't find me near your house.
You'll
love
find them
bees.
anywhere. So
Bees. Any
It's one of my favorite parts of living with the
land.
land because the sunflowers always face a different direction every time you're in there because they're facing the sun. It's very,
they
very cool.
chase the sun, and not a
do.
lot of people know that. So, but
Yep.
thank you guys again for having me. It was so nice meeting you, Lou.
Likewise. Look
All right,
forward to
have a
seeing you
great-
again.
Same here. Same here. And I'm sure I'll be back here. So if you want to find me, you'll probably find me here or at what is it? Brew and Banter?
Brood banter on Erica's
Yes,
channel.
on
On
Bruce
Erica's
Banner.
channel. So
Don't
I'll
make
be
him
there.
angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Uh,
Not Banner. No, he's been banned. Ha! All right, guys.
right.
Have a great night.
All right, bye.
All right, thank you,
Bye.
Sunflower. We'll see you. Ciao.
Bye. Okay.
there's a button there somewhere. Yes, there it was. Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you, Sunflower, for joining us for the time that you were able to do so. I do want to get this story back up on the screen because of the part of the story that I think why this is happening. Much of the speculation is tied to the broader uncertainty at the corporate level. See, this potential merger is making things murky. I can't say murky. The potential leadership change at Warner Brothers opens the door to speculations. If David Ellison's Paramount Skydance merger with the studio passes regulatory approval, it will be one of the biggest shakeups in Hollywood history. From the moment Warner Brothers became the focus of a bidding war between Paramount, Skydance, and Netflix, James Gunn's future has been a topic of conversation among fans and industry professionals alike. The absence of the DC Studios co-CEO at a recent high-level meeting involving Ellison fueled that discussion. An ongoing part of the conversation has also been the potential return of Zack Snyder. Many arguments have been made for and against the probability of the Snyderverse being restored. These latest comments from Cosmic Book News are keeping that idea at the forefront, which basically means I think that they are really still they're fueling a fire that doesn't really exist. A situation still in flux. Ultimately,
Can
the
we say
information
clickbait?
yes, we can. Ultimately, the information presented should be viewed as speculation, not confirmation. Zack Snyder, he could return in some capacity. James Gunn can shift his role at DC Studios. It's possible the current plans remain unchanged, regardless of the proposed merger. Yes, there's a lot of uncertainty
Every
about
time I
it.
see stories like this, my first question is, are these the only two guys who can do it? I don't think so.
That's and that's where I wanted to go with this, is the fact that there's a lot of names out there. I personally did not like the new version of Superman, not because of David Corenswet or anything like that. I just thought it was very strange to introduce a new version of Superman in a movie where he's already got like all of these other characters
Everybody
floating
in that
around.
movie is so stupid.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, all of those assistants to Lex and all of oh God, they're all just dumb punks, But I guess maybe there is a market for that among the dumb punkery out there. But I was pointing out to my wonderful wife today. I saw a story about they were showing an old SNL clip. It was a YouTube video where they recycled an old SNL clip of Mick Jagger doing some kind of karaoke sketch. Fine. But how did the thumbnail describe him? Rolling Stone Mick Jagger. Is there anybody here that I have to tell that he was the Rolling Stones? But a lot of these very young, very dumb people don't even know that, and they feel like they have to put it in the headline, and maybe they're right, and that's scary to me.
Did you ever see the SNL sketch with Mick Jagger?
This is the one
So there's an SNL sketch where Mick Jagger is at a karaoke night, but he's playing. Oh, okay, it was so funny, like where he's playing an office guy who.
But the idea that to appeal to somebody to click on that video, you have to describe him as being a Rolling Stone that people don't know that.
Oh my
You
gosh,
know,
yeah.
it just says something about the aging out, I guess, of the conscious people in the universe. So
I
anyway,
suppose it is.
after
you know,
another 20 years, I won't care.
I would imagine
I have about 20 years left in me. So
it makes me wonder about the new like the conversation around Harry Potter and them rebooting the Harry Potter as a television series on HBO. What will it do to fans of the Harry Potter movies? I have no idea, but are they really just doing this regurgitation with the idea that they're going to bring in the fans of a younger generation? Is that the whole
wait,
point,
what about Colbert doing the 4 chapters they didn't put in the movie from Lord of the Rings as some kind of special? Oh God,
I saw that and I was like, I don't think Colbert
it ain't going to
should be allowed
happen. They're paying him some money to write it, or him and his son, whatever it is, but that doesn't mean it's ever going to get produced. So,
oh my gosh, Erica, you may not even have any skin in the game when it comes to DC. I have no idea.
No,
do you even
don't.
care about these movies at all?
No, I don't really follow the comic book hero movies. Not really.
Is there a Captain Germany? Is there got anything like that over there? Is that what is the who's the
Captain Germany?
superhero?
There is. I have good news and bad news about that, Ron. The good news is, yes, there is a Captain Germany. The bad news is he's Argentine. You can check his papers. Honest, you can.
I would think there'd be like a super bratwurst guy or something. I don't know. Anyhow, as far as we know, all of this is indeed in the rumor and speculation category, most likely never to come to pass, other than the possibility. Yeah, there's a real possibility James Gunn's not going to renew his contract in 2027.
Well, it's not up to him.
That's up to the executives, right?
That's right. That's right. Who gave him a golden parachute and said, for 1 year, thanks a lot and goodbye. We'll let the other guys figure it out. Everybody who wants all of this to change in a minute, who came in and said, well, why hasn't Ellison completely wiped out all this Star Trek crap? Well, it's happening. It just takes a little while because all the various legal and contractual parameters have to be figured out. So, it doesn't happen overnight, and they've got stuff in the pipeline, and they're still going to show both seasons of the Academy, even though apparently it's awful, it even gets worse, and it ends in a cliffhanger that's never going to get resolved. But not showing them gives them other problems, tax-wise and otherwise. So everything takes lead time in this business, folks. Everything. So do not expect, there we go. So long and thanks for all the fish. Why aren't they doing a remake of a remake of a remake of The Hitchhiker's Guide? That's the question.
I don't know, but I do know that from 17, when Disney acquired Fox, to the time that we're actually getting any real X-Men in the Marvel universe, that's almost a decade. So yeah, I would say these things do take time.
I always thought they would retheme the Tower of Terror as the Nakatomi Plaza. So when they couldn't, because on the East Coast where they can't do, Guardians. So that would make sense. But
I hope they never retheme it because it's great. It's great the way it is, and there's no other Tower of Terror like our Tower of Terror here, because we have that fifth dimension thing. But anyhow, let's get back to our audience out there, because they are super, and they are providing the super chats. Flying blind on a rocket cycle. Yours is actually the next clip that I am going to work on. I don't have it done yet, but says, hi all. If Zack Snyder brings back the bed pooper, Ezra Miller, and Morbius as the Joker, I'm all in. There you go. That Flash movie had to be one of the worst things I've ever seen. Of course, I didn't see it in the movie theater or anything like that, thank God. But it was really, I just feel like it just it really trashed Michael Keaton's Batman. I mean, I know Michael Keaton was, it probably started out for him as a good idea to come back as Batman, and it morphed into what it ended up in that film. And I'm like, and then the fact that they used images of a deceased Christopher Reeve, the fact that they used Nick Cage in a very weird CGI'd version of his Superman that never happened. Of course, there is behind the scenes footage of Nick Cage as in his Superman costumes and stuff, but that was so bizarro world. Anyway, I'm just sad that they did it, but I'm not sad that we got a super chat from Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle. I don't have your clip yet, so we are going to celebrate with the Wookiee Dance.
How exciting.
Somebody said we should. I thought we had captions enabled. Where is that? Attic Tape says we should enable captions. If we don't have captions enabled, I'll have to figure that out, and I'll make sure that they're enabled in the future because they should be. I don't know why they're not, and I apologize.
Yeah, they're unavailable according to when I go over there and look at it on the actual YouTube.
Huh.
So. Well, we'll fix that. Anyway, what else you got for us to dish about, Ron?
That is an excellent question. There are things going on in the parks. Sorry. I don't want to rehash what we went over earlier. This is really funny, but of course, people are having trouble getting around Disney World right now because the buses are not free. But what is interesting is this second story, and this is about Disney in sort of a different kind of a way. Jumanji is launching theme park attractions in the US and Australia. Jumanji. It's not really directly about Disney, but it has The Rock in it, and apparently he's going to be a Disney legend after this year.
With or without the wig?
Yeah, I don't know. This is by Cham Lee out of thatparkplace.com. Please bookmark it if you haven't done so yet. Theme park operators continue.
Madame Tussauds. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Madame Tussauds. Theme park operators continue to expand film-based attractions, and the Jumanji franchise is part of that trend. A recent announcement outlines new experiences planned for locations in the United States and Australia. These projects differ from earlier large-scale developments tied to the series. The new attractions will appear at 4 Madame Tussauds locations. Planned sites include New York, Hollywood, Las Vegas, and Sydney. Crud! Why aren't we getting one here in Orlando?
I would suggest that it all depends on how much space there is left in the building where the Tussauds exist now and what they're willing to throw out to put this in.
That's true.
Because they're not always huge footprint operations. I mean,
they are not. I'd be okay if they would throw out the Miley Cyrus, but that's just me. That's These venues are operated by Merlin Entertainments, which has an existing license agreement with Sony Pictures Entertainment. Unlike traditional rides, the new installations will use an interactive theater format. The system developed by Triotech combines motion seating with projected environments. The interactive XD Dark Ride experiences place guests into a high-stakes jungle mission where riders work together to battle creatures, overcome obstacles, and compete for high
Why
score.
aren't there ever any low-stakes missions in these things? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, if you go to the restaurant,
let alone ribeye steak missions.
I was,
You know,
I was
that would
going
be
to
worth fighting.
say, yeah, go to the restaurant outside of Madame Tussauds, and you might find some lower steaks or
Yes, I'll
some
bet
decent
you would,
steaks.
considering where they are usually.
Then we have by our Madame Tussauds here in Orlando. I think there is a Shake Shack. So
Oh,
it's
well, there you
basically
go.
just burgers, steak burgers, and fries. Erica, have you ever been to Madame Tussauds?
You mean those wax museums?
Yes.
Yeah, they're creepy.
They're
Like,
creepy and they're
really,
kooky, mysterious
creepy.
and spooky.
The
I'm
one
not a
of
fan of them. They creep me out.
yeah, the weirdest one, the weirdest statue. I saw. Well, the one here. First of all, there's a Walt Disney wax figure in the.
How
one
does
here.
it compare with the one in the theater in Disneyland and the one
the
that's
one-
coming?
The wax figure in Madame Tussauds looks pretty real as far as the Disney. Let me see if I can find that. I might actually be able to find it now that I think about it, since I have this pulled up. I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, I just wondered because.
Have you been, Luke?
If
You ever been to a Madame Tussauds?
Oh yeah, sure, including the original in London, which is the really big one.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the various other branches. I've been to the one at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, and the one on Hollywood Boulevard. In someplace else, I'm trying to think. Maybe Seattle. Is there one in Seattle? Anyway,
I'm trying to bring this up. The last, the only one that I've been to is the one as far as Madame Tussauds specifically. God, I don't know how to spell it.
well, I'm looking at the pictures. It's much better than the one at Disney. No doubt about it.
All right, so let me see here. What day was this on? If I can find the day, then I'll be able to. Okay. Oddly enough, it was. Okay, this is really, really weird. I didn't realize when I was starting to share the story, but turns out we actually went to Madame Tussauds almost 10 years ago to the day of today, April 1st, 2016. And so we're just going to bring up that date, and then I'll be able to share these real quick. Yeah, so I didn't even realize our Madame Tussauds had been open that long. This is wild. So, yep. But I'm going to bring up the Disney one first. Oh, there's some interesting figures here as I'm looking through. Oh, look, there's Michael Jackson. Hee hee. Oh, and Taylor Swift. I didn't even realize Taylor Swift was a thing back then. But here we go. Here we go. All right. Why is that not coming up the way I want it to? There it is. And where am I at over here? Okay, so this, for those people that are wondering about what a Madame Tussauds is, I will show you. So here I am with Mr. Disney. Where
He's dreaming. Is that your son over there at the animation
Yeah.
table too? Yeah.
yeah, that's our. I think he was 3 years old back then. My gosh, it's been a spell. Yeah, there's me and Walt hanging out. This Walt actually probably looks better than the Walter.
Much better.
Point,
Much better.
and also better than the Walt at.
Yeah, the hairline is better.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Walt Disney.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the difference. I want to see. I want to check and see if the other photos are safe to share. As far as, oh golly, yeah.
Anyway,
oh look,
well, Madame Tussauds, was a real person, and she got the life masks and death masks of a lot of the people that were aced in the French Revolution to start her collection. So
Look, there's Albert. Albert and me hanging out.
one of these men is a genius. The other one discovered relativity.
I'm not the genius. I like this one with me and Steve Jobs.
These are actually really good. They're better than I remember Tussauds being. So there you go.
Yeah, no, the figures are excellent. Yep, there we are together. Back in the day. That's what I look
for me. That's what creeps me out.
Oh, there's Tiger Woods.
Oh, talk about Formula One drivers.
Oh gosh.
Is that Shaquille O'Neal?
I think it's supposed to be Shaq, yeah. But
And the reason I say that is because I've met Shaq in real life.
does he stick his tongue out like that when he shoots? I don't know.
I don't know. There's Tiger Woods. I'm flipping past these ones with my family because I don't know if they want me to show. There I am with Taylor Swift. I was not a Swiftie. That one looks really fake. That one's pretty bad.
It's okay, but she looks fake, so it matches.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, and that's an interesting. Oh, there's a Pitbull.
Who?
Pitbull.
Oh, okay. If you say so. I don't even have any idea who that is.
He's a rapper.
Oh, of course he is. That's why he's wearing a tux. And Elvis, yeah.
And Michael.
Just
Not to be confused with Magically MJ. That's a different MJ. But it's funny. When I first saw this statue, I thought it was funny, and I was like, hee.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Oh, there's Miley. Yeah. And
Is that supposed to be
Beyonce.
Oh, okay. I wondered if it was Beyonce or Mariah Carey or what other whitish person of color it was supposed to be.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's Madame Tussauds. That's what Madame Tussauds is like. Ours doesn't have any like ride attractions in it.
No,
It sounds like something that would have been in Disney Quest. Did you ever get a chance to go to Disney Quest, Lou? Or
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it sounds like, is something that would go into a Disney Quest. But yeah, Go and Shogi says, I used to go to the Hollywood Wax Museum.
Oh, now see, that was something. That was really something. God, there was something funny there, and I can't remember what it was, but it was up the way from Knott's there on Beach Boulevard, across from the Pirates and the Dueling Knights and all the rest of that stuff and that whole stretch. But that was there for a long time. I mean, it predated all these multiple Tussauds all over the country. So,
well, guys, so that is going to do it for our show today, except for one thing. I would say I'm looking at the super chats, and we have, I believe, even though we didn't get the goal technically, I think we got the equivalent of the goal as far as numbers are concerned. So if everybody wants to, and I'll leave this up to you guys, share your favorite television show of the 1990s. Do you have a favorite show, Erica, from the 1990s?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that it might expose my prejudices from personal experience.
What kind of show? Like a sitcom?
Just
or
a
like
television, any
evening
television show that you liked in the
drama?
90s.
I mean, I was really hooked on like Beverly Hills 90210.
Was that then or was that earlier? I don't know.
I think that was the 90s because
Yeah, it was. The show was like all through the 90s. I mean, that show
Well,
went on for how long?
I was the class of 71 of Beverly Hills 90210's real place.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's wild.
yeah, although I graduated early, and yeah, I finally got to give my mother a present the other day. I never went through the graduation because I was already in college, and in college I never graduated because I was already working, and so she felt doubly cheated by not getting to see me do the whole mortarboard thing.
Aw.
So one of my friends on my Facebook group with my class actually designed the program. And she's now a very successful artist.
Oh,
So she put
nice.
up pictures of it. So I found the part with my name on the list and sent it to my mother and
Oh,
said, here's your souvenir of the thing that never was. Because I was still on the list, even if I wasn't physically there. So,
And we have from Dr.
Congratulations.
RJ. RJ has chimed in. Thank you, RJ. Hello from Nancy, France.
the city or somebody.
That's yes.
RJ, are you in Nancy or you know Nancy? I don't know.
Yeah, let
Betty
us
Jo
know, RJ.
Bielaski. Nancy.
Are you
Nancy,
you
France.
saying-
It's a place. It's a city.
yes.
I'm guessing he's in Nancy. Is it pronounced Nancy or Nancy?
I don't know how to
Nancy?
pronounce it. My French is
Nancy.
horrible.
Well, bienvenue, because I know that is correct. Bienvenue, RJ. Thank you for chiming in with that 5. And
And RJ, even though you're there, we know you are not a Nancy boy. Anyway, not that it would matter, but yes, there we go.
RJ, here's a question for you. Since you are listening, because I know you replied, would you mind if I took your super chat and used it on behalf of the first Dragon Queen, since I worked on her clip and I wanted to show? Let me know if
You
I
don't
can-
need an excuse. You're the boss. It's your channel. And you can cry if
know.
you want
Thank
to,
you.
as they say.
Well, first of all, First Dragon Queen, are you still in the chat? Let me know, First Dragon Queen, if you are still in the chat.
Seen her.
No, I know
I
she was
haven't
here
really
earlier.
I haven't been active.
Well, she
in
might
the
have gone
chat
back to work
tonight.
on her.
And you didn't tell us
her
your
stuff.
favorite TV show from that era.
Yes. Oh, that's right. My favorite TV show from the 90s. I know you guys are going to be so surprised about this, right? It's like probably, yeah. Lois and Clark. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Clark,
There you
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those-
See, Erica
those
got it.
is
She
just-
knew. She knew right away. And by the way, for the record, Dean Cain was both in Beverly Hills 90210 and Lois and Clark. Did you know that Dean Cain was in? Remember he had like a 3-episode run.
Oh.
Yeah, Dean Cain
It's
had a.
been so long, and I probably didn't know who the guy was anyways at the
think-
time. I was a teenager.
Nobody really did until
No, but I
Clark.
think it was Brenda that was trying to date him or something like that. I want to say it was Brenda.
Was it when she met a guy in France?
It might have been. I don't remember.
Because there was a short period where her
Could have been a
character
Nancy France.
had- maybe, who knows?
But yeah,
I see
it was
Paris. I
uh,
see France. I see Nancy's. Never mind.
all right. So just because, oh god, I almost hate to be this in case she's not here, but I really like it. So for
It's
those of you
entertaining.
who know, so what I've been doing is, for those chiming in, Flying Blind and Rocket Song is going to be the next one. RJ, there'll be one for you, so and so and so forth. But I'm making these fun dance celebratory clips for everybody. And I'll be honest with you, Dragon Queen gave a lot over the month anyway. So First Dragon Queen, if you're out there, or maybe you can watch it on the replay, this one is for you, but on behalf of RJ, and we are going to celebrate together. You guys ready? I know some of you got it.
Yes.
Erica?
The sovereign is moving, the hall begins to shake. High stakes magic in a breath we take. Dragon Queen, wear your crown in the sky. Feel the wings of the night as we start to fly. Every scale is a mirror of the fire in the soul. Let the perfect magic take a midnight toll. Crown of memory that the stars have never told. A story that the stars have never told. No typical story, no glitches tonight. Just the roar of the magic in the neon light. Dragon Queen, wear your crown in the sky. Feel the wings of the night as we start to fly. Every scale is a mirror of the fire in the soul. Let the perfect magic take a midnight toll. Crown of memory that the stars have never told. A story that the stars have never told.
Ray Harryhausen is alive and well. That was great.
That was cute.
Yeah, that was fun to do, and so I just the hard ones for me is when I've seen what something that Pro did on his, and I'm like, I got to make it different. It's got to be different. Can't be the same. So, yeah. But I'm trying to acknowledge how wonderful our audience is. Greatest audience on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for being on the panel and in chat today, Erica. Where can people find you on the wonderful tubes of our you and everywhere else around the interwebs?
You can find me at Erica-Raf, which is Hanging with Erica and Raf. That's our YouTube channel. And we have a stream called Brood Banter on Fridays at 2 p.m. after that Park Place. And we just hang out, have a lot of fun, start of the weekend, end of the week. And last Friday was wow. If you haven't seen Friday's stream, you really should watch it on replay. It was, let's just say, there was a Pandora's box that was open. Now it's going to become a thing and an inside joke moving forward for the channel and anyone following us. And if you watch the stream, you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
That was some weird, wild stuff. Would you agree, Ed?
Yes,
yes, sir. Yes. Weird, wild stuff, as Johnny Carson used to say.
It was a load of laughing gas.
So there is.
I'm looking forward to joining that once I get my technical issues sorted out. And if I don't any sooner, when Culture comes out, he's promised he can make it work for me, Erica. So at that time, it will be good.
I would love to have
and Lou has the views of Lou.
Yes, my Patreon, which you may want to go visit and see what I've got to say. Also, as usual, on Monday nights, I will be on the Pro Show tonight at the Super Secret Probation Show, although not next week because I'm going to be on the road. And then Wednesday nights, Culture and I do this little thing called the Hollywood Backlot with Lou and you, where you get to ask questions and be involved in how does this Hollywood thing really work as opposed to the BS that they want you to believe. So
Hollywood Backlot is awesome, and so is the Genre Guys.
Oh, yes. And the Genre Guys, by the way, have now resumed appearing on that pod place in the replays. And Lauren is making some amazing, wonderful thumbnails for them. And they will continue to appear there for free about 3 or 4 months after they air as a membership perk on the Pro channel. So you have more and more places to soak up the wonderfulness that is the Genre Guys.
And we got Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle coming in.
Okay, there it is. And I blame you, Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle. You started it.
Because he is
you have to watch
Nauticus
Friday to get the reference.
All right.
You have no idea. You have no idea what's coming down the pipeline with that.
Oh my goodness gracious me. And you know what, Flying Blind, let's see, what do we got? Let's do, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say thank you. I think that's the last super chat. Thank you to Lou and Erica. Thank you for Sunflower for showing up today. Thank you for all of the wonderful support in the chat. Today we'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock after the Pro Show. Well, 3:05. I usually delay a little bit after the Pro Show. Go subscribe to Erica and Raf and go check out Lou's views on the Patreon. We're going to leave you with our long celebration before we say goodbye to everybody today. Thank you so much. And until next time, we will see you real soon. But feel free to celebrate in the chat on the way out. Later.
Too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo! Oh, that's too much! Give me a break, I couldn't be more excited! Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
Brings him down to the shot. Ah!